Welcome to our podcast. If you're somebody that's hoping to do business or you are somebody that is interested in scaling your business, this podcast is for you because we're going to do a lot of unfiltered things. This podcast is going to give you a real insight into how businesses are transformed, how businesses change. This is Doing Business in Ghana. Welcome to Doing Business in Africa. I think our previous episodes, you could hear us saying doing business in Ghana. The name change occurred because we started looking at other business interests outside Ghana. So the channel is Doing Business in Africa. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for sharing to a friend. As you watch this and it's blessing you and it is encouraging you and it's transforming your lives, kindly give us a comment and tell a friend to tell a friend. So today, I'm here to talk about some of the frameworks that we use at Eureka for our business analysis and helping businesses grow. In doing business, it's easier. Frameworks are just maybe, when I say theories, it makes it like it's a theory. Theories are learned from practice. Like you study a practice and then you observe a theory or you come up with a theory concerning the practice. And that is one of the things that Eureka wants to do for Africa, that having theories or frameworks, let's use the word frameworks. So we study the practices and see what frameworks can actually work in Africa. Because once there's a framework is like a formwork. When you put anything in there, it can easily come out. So today I would be talking about one framework called the painkillers versus vitamins. I'm sure you are excited already. Painkillers versus vitamins. So one of the frameworks we've learned at Eureka, and we are using it to help businesses, especially when businesses come to us, one of the first things that we look at is it a painkiller or is it a vitamin? And I'm going to go deeper into painkillers and vitamins. This is not a pharmacy show, so don't tune off. It's a business show. So when we talk about a painkiller, just as its name is, it kills pain. What we are trying to say is that every business exists. Actually, you want your business to exist to actually kill pain or help relieve pain. Why are we saying this? You see, when a person has pain, they are easy to let go money to let go of their pain, unless they don't have the money. Once the person doesn't have the money, there cannot also be business anyways, because business is a transaction. It entails a transaction. There is a give and a take. There's a value exchange. Maybe let's call it a value exchange. That the person gives something and you provide something else in exchange of what the person has given. So it's a value transaction. So if I have a pain and it's so painful, so that's why I'm saying that we are calling it a painkiller. If I have a pain and it's so painful, or someone has a pain and it's so painful, they are easy to let go of their money so that the pain goes away. Let me give a typical example. One of the pains of parents in Africa, and especially as I'm in Accra, Ghana, would be that parents want to go to work and their children may be at home. So one of the pains of parents sometimes as they are going to work is that who will take care of the children? So if this is a pain for a parent and you as a business decide that, okay, since this is a pain, I want to carry your pain. So why don't you bring your pain to me and in exchange for the monies that you have? So the person then, this is a painkiller business, because once the parent is feeling the pain of leaving the child alone, then you can't take the child to work. So that pain, once you set up a business that takes care of people's children whilst they are at work, it becomes a painkiller or a pain reliever. So it is easier for people to give out their money for a painkiller. So when you are doing business, one of the core things that you need to actually look at is realizing that if you are not solving people's pains, they will not be ready to give their monies to you. So always think about what are the pains people are going through, because your business exists to solve people's pains. So once your business is a painkiller, it's easy. So everybody goes to, once a person is having a headache, they may not even go to the hospital for prescription. They go straight to the pharmacy to buy a painkiller. So that is what a painkiller business is. When the people are going through the pain, or your customers are going through the pain, for instance, your car has had an accident. It's a pain. You can either live with that pain, or you actually go and resolve that pain and make somebody do that pain for you and take some monies and correct that pain. So when you set up, let's say, a business like a mechanic shop, it solves pain. That's why you realize that a number of the painkillers is very easy to sell. You may not even have a very big billboard to even advertise, because it's already things that people are going through. When you are in the painkiller business, once you explain to the person, even in sales, we say that you persuade, you don't actually convince. It means that the person, you just let the person see that, have you seen that this is a pain that you have been carrying all along? For instance, the mobile money system. I mean, people had pain carrying cash around. So somebody thinks about it, that how best can we make sure that people don't carry cash around and transact business? Then comes mobile money. Some people were even having pains going to the bank, and they were not internet savvy. So once mobile money came and they saw that it was solving their pain, with a few tweaks and a few advertisements, you realize that people just come in and then they are on board with your painkiller. So always look for people's pain when you are doing business, and have a business that actually is a painkiller. Now let's come to vitamins. I'm talking doing business in Africa. So in Africa, something like vitamins, I'm sure you watching me, if I ask you when was the last time you took vitamins, you may say, oh, I already get it from fruits, so I don't even necessarily have to take vitamins. And that is one of the things that people don't realize when they are doing business. They are having a business that is a nice to have, or the product that they have is an accessory, or is like, it's not solving a pain, it's a nice to have, or the person doesn't see the direct benefit of it, especially in our part of the world. You know, in our part of the world, that is Africa, people have a mindset that money is scarce. So they have scarcity mentality where they want to use their resources very wisely, or they want to see the direct benefit of the resource that they are investing in. So when you have businesses that are vitamins in nature, it's like you need to sell a lot to the person. I remember a clear example when I started E03 and I was selling data analytics. I go to businesses and it's like they don't see it as a pain. They are already doing their business. And you are now here saying that we'll do analysis and it would help you increase your revenue. The thing is that the person doing the business does not even recognize that as a pain. So when you are selling vitamins, it's like, it's hard for the person, once it's not a pain and they see it as an accessory, like, oh, if I don't do it, what will happen? It will take an elite group for them to recognize that. That's why I'm saying that when the person that you are selling to sees what you are doing as a vitamin, as I can do without, or when I want and I take it, it means that one, so there are two things to do. Look for pains and solve. And two, if you are selling something to somebody and you are realizing that the person is not seeing the benefit to it, perhaps that person is not your customer. Your customer will have that pain. And it happened to us. When we went to people that really had the pain, they may have had tons of data that they've realized that this is something that we have been battling with. We are just looking for some system or somebody to come and actually like bail us out. It's like there is a cry already. So when you position your product in somebody that is in pain, you realize that after talking, even in your sales page, after talking, the person will go, this is what I've been looking for. So it is one of the things we teach at E03 that when you pitch your business or you pitch your solution to your customers or to the people that are patronizing you, do they say, wow, this is what I've been waiting for all this while? Or the person says, it looks good. And that is one of the challenges that if you're a business owner, you may be going through, that you may be having a product that is just a vitamin. It's a nice to have. For instance, food. I mean, basic food. There's one of the business we invested in that deals in food. And realize that once the people realize that this thing, it is solving our problem. When we are hungry, when we are famished, we need food that will last us long. And we posited it to them, realize that they just accepted it. Initially, the same brand was positioning it, the same food that they were eating, it was being positioned as a nice to have. I mean, food is food. Everybody eats. So if you are in the food business and you are not careful and you do not position it in a way that you are solving people's pain, because there are other people who have other pains, especially when you have a premium food brand, let's say a restaurant, a bougie restaurant, the pain you are solving is not necessarily food. Maybe somebody wants a hangout. And we'll come back to those things about the jobs to be done. That's one of the frameworks we work with. But for today, I wanted you to understand that, are you doing a business that is a painkiller, or are you doing business that is vitamins? Think about it. And if you are in the wrong business or you are selling to the wrong people, start changing your mind and rather position either your product or look for other pains, because that's what the core of business is, solving people's pains. So this is one framework that we've been using, and hopefully we've explained to you. If you want more about this, I mean, you will be updating some of the things on our website, but you can contact us also for more of this. Thank you. This is Doing Business in Africa, and I am Ebenezer Safwedu, your host. And more of this would be shot in times to come. Subscribe to our channel and share to that friend. Thank you.